What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. You already know who I got in. One of the hottest female rappers coming out of Northern California. Her name is DeBarbie. What's popping?
What's up with you? Thank you. I appreciate the introduction.
Nah, it's all love. Just to start off, how's everything going for you today?
Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. My album done. I'm just thugging now.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting on that.
What can we expect on the album coming soon?
Shit, me. Nah, but it's pretty it got like the little jail theme going on, you know. That's pretty much where I spend most of my life. In jail. So I got the little jail theme going on. It's pretty much some criers on there.
Yeah.
It's a few like breakup songs.
Yeah.
I think I got actually one little turned up song on there type shit. Yeah, because that's not really me. I'm not really like into that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so and I think we just traded a song out for me and Mozzy to put a song on there too.
That's hard.
So Mozzy probably the only one. Oh, Lil Blood. Mozzy and Lil Blood.
Shout out both of them. Lil
For
Blood,
sure,
that's my
definitely.
guy.
That's the home team.
Yeah, I think that's tight. How do you feel right now? I feel like everybody kind of is waiting on you to drop because everybody see like your talent and shit. So like, how do you feel though? Do you feel like you feel like they sleep on you? Feel like they waiting to see what you do next? Like,
I don't know. It's bittersweet for me because I don't feel like they sleep on me because people like acknowledge the fact that like, you know, I'm one of the hardest or whatever they would like to say. But I do feel like they don't really support me until they think I'm finna sign to CMG too, or they think that I'm really Mozzy Records, because you know I'm not signed to Mozzy. That's just really like family now type shit, you know. So I feel like they don't sleep on me; they just sleep on my process, and it just be like it make me feel away sometimes. To where I be like, fuck them, I'm not rapping for nobody, nigga. You know, like y'all not finna keep just using my songs for captions on y'all pictures, but y'all can't even download my shit to the phone, like
nah, straight up.
You know, so
we need everything got to be full circle.
Facts.
We
so
need
I'm
like
really
the full
excited
circle
about
support.
My album dropping. It's been like 3 years I've been working on it.
For real?
Yeah, I met Mozzy and them like 3-4 years ago on Thizzler, and we literally been working on this album for that long. But I'm not gonna say it like that because it was times where Davo was kind of like putting in more work than I was, and I was in the streets while he was working on it. So it seemed like it took a long ass time. But yeah, we finally got it wrapped up to knock this shit out.
For you, I feel like I had started seeing you doing your thing, and then I mean the Thizzler cipher. I just got us that was like, I was like, oh shit. Like,
that was like my big, what's the word? My big debut.
Yeah.
However the fuck.
It was for sure. To me, it just put everybody on notice. They're like, damn. But one thing I will say that I did notice, like you were very good, but I can also feel like sometimes it might be harder for people to accept you because you just that good. Like it's kind of some niggas might be intimidated by it because like,
definitely.
You really rap.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, I do. I feel like when people first hear about me, like the Barbie, and then they see me, like, oh girl, Barbie. What's she twerking about now?
Yeah.
Like, you know? So they kind of like downplay me a little bit. And then when I start rapping, I can sense the shit, like, you know?
Yeah. Like
so,
she really actually
facts.
is a rapper.
Yeah. But I try to just be humble. I'm not nobody's competition. And I don't feel like I'm better than nobody.
Yeah.
I'm just good with words. Like, that's it.
So, like, how did you learn how to rap?
How did I learn how to rap? My mom actually, she writes raps, poems, stuff like that. That's how she used to do it, and I used to be hearing her do her little stuff. And I'm like, I like how you put those words together. That sound like cool, you know? So then Wayleah, she started rapping. She's from where I'm from. And I was like, let me see if I could do it or whatever. So then I had wrote like little 12 bars or whatever, just saying stuff that sounded good.
Yeah.
And my mama looked at me like, okay, hold on, you wrote that?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know, cool. And then I just start rapping from there. But I'm like always in jail and shit. So I never had the chance to even get to a studio and pursue and try anything. So I just started writing raps in jail and remixing all Nicki Minaj songs.
Yeah.
shit like that.
Is that a big influence for you?
Nicki Minaj? Yeah, she definitely is. Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and Drake, they're the reason why I'm so big on wordplay and metaphors and making up my own word if it don't even mean nothing type shit. Like, you know, that's what makes me, like, unique sometimes.
What age was it that you wrote that first rap that you was talking about?
I want to say I was like 12 or 13.
Okay. Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like 12 or 13 because it was when I just started getting in the streets and being outside and shit. Yeah.
How would you like describe like your time in jail? And like you say, you spent like a lot of your life there. Like,
facts.
How would you describe that term?
Humbling. That's it. Because it wasn't bad. It wasn't fun. It wasn't good. I ain't gonna say it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was just humbling. It really just showed me how to go without certain things.
Yeah.
It showed me how fast like your life can change in the blink of an eye and shit like that.
Yeah.
I've never really had like bad experiences in jail because I'm already in trouble. So I don't go in there to get in trouble, fighting and doing all that shit. I really be like doing my time. Yeah. So really, that's why a lot of people think like, you think that shit cute, whoop, whoop. It's not. But I really learned a lot being in there. I feel like I wouldn't be where I am right now if I would have never went. So
why is that?
Because I really was like not thinking before acting, moving, just doing my thing. I never really knew like life could be gone so fast. So I didn't give a fuck. So being in there helped me see like, nigga, once these people got you, there's nothing you could do for real. So if this is really what you want to do, then do it. But if not, then you got to switch it up. Yeah.
Can you say, if you want to, some of the reasons you went to jail?
Yeah. I went to jail for mainly fighting. Fighting. When I first went to jail, I went to jail for fighting the attendance lady at Pinole Valley High.
You went to Pinole?
Yeah.
You fought the attendance lady?
Yeah, Miss Sample.
Why? Because she was kept marking you tardy or some shit?
Every time I tell people I went to jail, that's what they say. But no, really, shit, fuck it, because you know Devil Jeopardy is real, so whatever. But I was in the locker room running through motherfuckers' bags and shit, and she came in there and caught me. So I ran, I left, I got away the whole day. And then at the last class, she came and grabbed me out of the classroom or whatever and walked me to the office. When I walked to the office, I ran into the bathroom to try to like get the shit that I had stole off of me. She followed me in there and grabbed me, and I just started getting on her because, bitch, this ain't attendance. I don't know why you touching me, you know? So I went to juvenile hall for that. That was my very first case.
Even though she grabbed you first?
Yep, we went to trial and everything to prove, like, you know, she was out of her job's jurisdiction and all of that. But they washed me. I did 18 months for that. 2012,
For that?
Yep.
Did you, like, really get on her? Or like, what?
Nah, to be honest, I don't even think I caused, like, damage, like, nothing. I just really literally just, boom, 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 boom. Like, that's it.
And then, okay. And so, when you get out, because when you went there, when that happened, how old were you?
Shit, 2012, I don't even remember.
Okay.
I was a freshman, though.
Okay, and then, so when you get out, what you start doing then?
When I got out, I was on probation, of course. And that's really where my jail journey like started. Because that one time they watched me, and you know, I thought I learned my lesson, but I was getting violated on probation hella much. So I was on ankle monitor for hella long. I was just going to school because, like I said, that was my freshman year. So when I came home, I still was a kid. I still had to go to school, still had to do shit like that. So it really wasn't much for me to do. But I was still outside hanging with the swerve, smoking, doing shit like that. So I just always was in and out of jail for violations, cutting my ankle monitor off.
Cut it off?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I really didn't cut it off. Right hand up to God. I just slid it off with butter because it was a thick, elastic little strap. Yeah. And you know, you put it on there. They put it on there a little loose. You got a little leeway. You could get that shit off. So I used to slide it off, but I didn't know that it had like the little heat detecting thing.
Oh my God.
So they knew when I took it off.
Yeah.
And so I had put it on my little brother for a little bit.
You put it on your brother?
Yeah, I had put it on him for a little bit, but he kept trying to go outside too, so he was getting me violated.
Yeah, because he would be
Yeah, so that's how I was like in and out of jail for a long time. It really took for me to get convicted as an adult in 2017 for me to change. I was still on the same shit.
Why did that one bring the change?
Because I was an adult now, and juvenile, like, you know, it's a pat on the back. They send you on your way. Even if you go to juvenile hall lit as fuck. Like 3 meals a day, school, sleep, call home visits, bingo, all type of fun shit. So it's whatever. But as an adult, when I was in there, like, I'm in there with, like, crazy type people. Like, they picking up off the streets and shit. Like, this ain't me. Like, I don't fuck around. And I literally stole a Dr. Pepper. I didn't even steal a Dr. Pepper. But this is why I changed. Let me just tell you. I was in the Dollar Tree. You know, when you in the store, you pick up something, just you about to eat on it while you shopping and pay for it when you get there, if you remember to pay for it, whatever. Yeah. So I was looking for a charger, but when I first walk in, I grab the soda and then I go look for the charger, whatever. They didn't have the charger, whatever. The man following me around already, but I don't think nothing of it. He go back to the register, literally working on the register. So when I go, they didn't have the charger. I go to walk out. It slipped my mind, dead ass, that I picked the soda up in the store. Yeah,
but it's still just $1 soda.
Yeah, it's $1.10. I'm telling you. So he like, bitch, you stole that soda. Woo, bring it back. Bum ass bitch, I hate y'all. Woo, woo. So I turn around. I'm like, bruh, you crazy as fuck. So I pull out $1 and like hella loose change. Yeah. I sit it down. He like, no, you gonna stand in line like everybody else. I said, now you doing too much. So I'm taking my $1 and I'm leaving. Like, he came from behind the register, grabbed me by my hair and pulled me back in the store, tried to pull me back to the line. Yeah. I kind of like don't remember from that point. I just know I woke up in jail.
Damn.
That's it. I woke up in jail and I'm like, what happened? What's going on? They was like, yeah, you were arrested for like assault, great bodily injury, deadly weapon, woo, woo, woo.
Deadly weapon?
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. But basically I had a beeper remover. And they were saying that the damage to his face matched like something that beeper remover would cause. Yeah. And so they gave me GBI and all of that stuff. And I literally just felt like that changed me because literally I was just thirsty, you know? And my life was almost gone. They offered me 10 years, 6 years, 15 years. Hella time for that because the man was really fucked up. I really feel bad about that, you know? But he should have never touched me. Yeah. Like, that was not in his job description at all. And I don't understand, like, you know, but my life literally could have changed over a Dr. Pepper in 10 minutes. Yeah. So that's really what changed me. And I got a son, too. Like, his daddy already dead. Like, what? Why would I leave him willingly and just let him be out here with my granny? That's not what I plan to do.
The part that's really confusing me the most is how people are attacking you first, and then you the one that's
because you know what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my mouth really, like, the times where people are touching me first is because I done said some shit to really piss them off, and I understand that, like, you know. But still don't touch me. Because literally, Miss Sample, I was cussing her ass out, called her a bunch of old, fat, woo-woo. Yeah. I probably really hit a nerve. And it made her be like, bitch, I'm about to, you know? Yeah. And then the man, like, you know, when I was leaving out, people really care about their jobs. Yeah. Like, that be their livelihood for real. Yeah. So I understand he probably was really frustrated. People probably been stealing all day. Yeah. And I stole that soda. I was the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, he was like, and he, you know, and I really be feeling like I just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or my mouth really be getting me into some trouble for real. Yeah. Nah, I mean, because I swear I'm not making that up. No, that's not. I'm not.
Real, I can tell these is real stories.
They really hit me first. That's why I be saying people don't believe me. They think because I fight and I win the fights that I'm the bully, that I'm the aggressor. Yeah. No, it's just. You did something to me, and I either talk more, I talk shit better than you, or I whooped your ass. Yeah. That don't mean that I was the bad guy. Like, what happened? Why did it happen? You know? Yeah. Don't nobody never get down to that when they come to me. They just instantly be like, Kamaya, fight? Oh, she started it. Yeah. Oh, she did it.
They feel like you got a reputation.
Yeah. Nah. And it's like, it's good and bad. It got pros and cons, that reputation that people think I got.
So, like, how did you grow up? Was your parents around? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, I grew up with my mom. My dad was in jail. He been in jail like all my life. I grew up with my mom, my granny. She raised me, and then my mom was like, that's like my best friend, really. Shit, I call her Danae and everything because she really more so like my friend. That was like my best friend. That's how I was raised. Really, I ain't have no daddy. I wasn't with none of the extra daddy's girls shit like that. It was just me and my mom and my siblings.
Did it ever bother you not having your dad around? Is that something you thought about?
Hell yeah, it's bothering me right now because he's home now. He's still not around. So it definitely bothers me because I used to see girls at graduations and they daddies picking them up from school, and girls' daddies used to pick them up and shake them and shit like that. Like, I wanted that for a very, very long time. And I never got it. I never got a chance to get it. I found out why my dad went to jail. I was understanding for a long time, like shit happens, and I was really outside in the field too. So I know that you didn't mean to be in jail and leave me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that. So the whole time he was in jail, like we was building our own little bond and stuff. And then when he just came home, he don't even really fuck with me like that. Cause he got other kids now, littler kids. So he, starting over with them. I'm not gonna take that from him. But like, damn, you took a lot from me. Ooh, no, I don't want to talk about that.
All right. It's all good.
Yeah, but yeah, I was raised very, very, very good, very well. Never went without. I had every blazer that came out, every outfit. My mom did her shit with me.
How would you describe growing up in Richmond for someone that never been to Richmond? I'm actually from Richmond myself, but this is for...
I was just going to say, I just found out you was from the Bay. That's why I was super excited, too. I didn't know that. But, okay, so how would I describe being from Richmond to somebody that's not from Richmond?
Yeah.
Ghetto fabulous. Like, ghetto fabulous for sure. Because it's like, it's home to me. So I would never be like, Richmond. But I'm not going to act like it's just like... Kansas. Shit, it's not. So I think I would describe it as ghetto fabulous. Yeah, I think it would be like, that's the best way to describe it.
Well, I think one thing about Richmond that's always kind of funny to me, like, niggas always associate the Coach Carter movie with Richmond.
Yeah, because wasn't it a Richmond High?
Yeah, that's all that'd be like the only thing that niggas
When
know.
I was in Atlanta, and I lived in Atlanta, and every time I tell somebody I'm from Richmond, you got to specify Richmond, California, not Virginia.
Exactly.
And then when you say, oh yeah, the Coach Carter movie.
Yeah.
So shit, that's really how they describe it for real.
Can you talk about like how you got into the streets?
How did I get into the streets? Oh yeah, I started living with my granny in North Richmond. I don't even remember. I always say this in every interview too, because I really can't remember. And my mama tell me every time when she watched the interview, I don't remember how I ended up like living with my granny, because my mom literally stayed around the corner.
Yeah.
But I moved in with my granny, and they used to have Tent City across the street at Shields Reed at the park.
Yeah.
And I used to go out there and play. When I started playing, I was playing with the boys and stuff. That shit was fun as fuck. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I start asking my granny to let me go outside. I start going outside. Boom. It was the Cold Boys and the Cold Girls. That's now known as the Swerve. That's us, my family. And we used to just play. We really was not even really like in the streets. We was just bad kids playing, going on chipping missions, having fun. And we knew that North and Central was funking. Yeah. And so once we all hit a certain age, I think it just came naturally type shit. Like, we from North Richmond. Yeah. Our family is funking with them people. Yeah. We funking with them people. That's how it go, bottom line. And so that's pretty much how I ended up in the streets. My daddy is actually from Central. My mom is from North. So when I was little, I used to be like, I'm from the Nickel Block, you heard me? Like, that's Central. Yeah. And being that I'm from North Richmond right now in 2022, that was conflicting. Yeah. But they jumped me in, Terrell and Marlo, kind of beat my ass a little bit over a snake. And after that, I'm like, I'm from here. Y'all not finna just be jumping on me and we not friends. Like, because if we not friends and y'all putting y'all hands on me, then we tripping, Yeah. So I just turned it into a family. We family, and we just start going from there. We start going on missions and shit and arguing with the other niggas from over there that was our age and shit like that. Meeting up at the mall to fight.
Hilltop?
Yep. We was meeting up at Hilltop Mall to fight and shit. It was just, that's pretty much how I ended up in the streets, and I just was always hands-on. Like, before I start getting guns and all of that, I fought all of them niggas, everybody.
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen some videos of you fighting. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen several videos.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
So... Were you always a fighter, or is there a moment that turned you into that, or is that you feel like you was always like that?
I was always a fighter. Growing up, my mom, she's a fighter. She's a boxer type shit. Yeah. So I was always a fighter. Me and my little brother used to get into little arguments as kids, and my mom, like, if you love your mama, put your hand on the plate. Like, he put his hand, I put my hand, because, bitch, I love my mama, too. Yeah. But then it's like, don't touch me, and you don't touch me now, we fighting. Yeah. So we just scrapping. I just grew up fighting. I really actually wanted to be a boxer, because I really liked the, getting in there and sizing you up and just getting down. Like, I don't know, I like that. It's exciting. Yeah. So I always really been a fighter. And once I seen that I knew how to do it, too, it kind of was just
It made you wanna.
Yeah.
That's definitely understandable for sure. You also just did the Semio Media Cipher, North Richmond Cipher.
Mm-hmm.
How was that for you?
That was lit as fuck. I love that. I want to do that often because I really take pride in the fact that I'm from North Richmond. I am North Richmond. These is people I really grew up with. Like, we really got 12 plus years in this shit. It just felt so good. It felt like almost like the old days. Like, you know, it was just like a family event. That's what it felt like. I loved it that. But they can't fuck with me, though. Nothing they could do with me.
I ain't gonna lie. I think like you and Blaster should do like a project. I ain't gonna lie. I think that
definitely.
would be...
Look, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh, yeah.
He out here around the corner.
I know. I talked to him.
Wait, you want the what? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be...
Yeah, we definitely working on that. The thing is, every time I come up with the idea to do it, before I get to say it to him, he dropping the project with the name and the ideas and everything that I had in my mind. I don't even know because we don't even talk like that for him to be knowing. But we be on the same page. That's why I'm like, we gonna lock in though for sure. We got a few little things that haven't been released yet too. So
that's hard. I just feel like y'all could both really rap. I think that would be kind of tight.
Yeah, sure. Facts. I appreciate you.
Do you feel people are asleep on Richmond in a whole in general, as far as like when people think of Bay Area rap, they kind of, you know, they talk about Oakland, they talk about Vallejo, but they talk about Frisco. They don't really talk about Richmond.
I don't feel like they sleep on it. I feel like they scared. It's like just a lot going on. So I feel like Richmond is sleep on theyself. Because, I mean, you know what? Scratch all that. I take that back. I really feel like, I don't feel like Richmond is slept on. I just feel like a lot of the good rappers are dead. And nobody else in Richmond really is really like really rapping like that, period. Yeah. I'm going to just get it out and say it, and I apologize. Yeah. But it's like nobody in Richmond is really even rapping like that or putting on like I'm from Richmond type shit. And I'm not saying this because we are, but Blaster and Barbie in Richmond, them the only two people off the top of my head right now in this moment that I could think of it that's rapping in Richmond. Like, you know, because 30 was good. He passed away. Yeah. I got to think too long. So I feel like nobody. Weez, of course. But see, he in jail. Out of sight, out of mind. I love you so much, Weez. But out of sight, out of mind, I ain't talked to him in a few days. But he going crazy. Yeah. And I love his music because I know him. I watched him. Yeah. You know, he not lying. Yeah. Like, he doing his thing, you know. So, but yeah, not like that. Really, only people in North is rapping. Yeah, it's not nobody else rapping, and people from other areas in Richmond. I don't really want to speak on too many people, but I feel like they raps be focused on Central and Richmond beef and North beef. Like, don't nobody know about that out there. So you can't expect somebody in Kansas to be like, yeah, I popped such and such, whoop, whoop. You're talking about some personal shit. That's something that you in there shit talking. You're not making music. Yeah. So they're not sleeping on you. You're sleeping on yourself because you're so focused on telling everybody what skit you did in a song instead of sitting down and expanding your vocabulary and writing a song, making music, you know? Yeah. That's how I feel.
Do you feel like it should be like that?
Like what?
People should, I mean, a lot of people are like, saying things in songs or kind of talk about things that most people would never know about. But I mean, of course, you got people like Swamp Stories and shit who start to put piece different shit together so people can understand. Because a lot of times you're right though, they don't know what the fuck people are talking about.
Yeah, fact. And then you really got people out here singing shit about somebody else. They could be next to that person, mama singing that shit and get slapped the fuck out of because they don't even know, you know. But I really feel like it's okay to. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put shit you did or, you know, your real life into a song. Yeah. But it's just certain ways you have to do it and go about it. Yeah. That's pretty much all it is with me. Like, this is a industry, and I had to learn that this is a business. Yeah. We all trying to rap. We thinking that, you know, we going to drop a hit and boom, the next day we own type shit. I had to really learn that it doesn't work like that for me to have this opinion right now. Because I used to be with all of the fuck shit. Like, hey, like, fuck suckers, woo, woo, rapping all the songs and shit. But, like, now being around Mozzy, Davo, I met Yo Gotti last night.
That's
So
what's
like
up.
being around shit like that, like you're not gonna get there
Yeah.
talking about JJ, Ray Ray, and Charles
Yeah.
that you hit last week.
Like,
and then if you did it, you did it. But find a way to make it creative so that somebody could put it on their picture caption or could relate to it like, hey, I did this something to 3 niggas too. Like you don't have to specify, just do your shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like people too busy trying to shit on who they trying to shit on to where they not gonna make it. It's like crabs in a bucket at that point.
No, I agree with you on that. So let me ask you this. So would you not listen to somebody from the side that maybe you don't get along with in Richmond? Would you say that's true? Or you saying, do you listen to people that y'all beefing with? Or no?
I listen to people that we beefing with because I'm not necessarily beefing with them.
Yeah.
Like I said, my daddy from Central, my mama from North.
Yeah.
And when it first started, I was over there fighting all of their asses for real. And so I feel like I came, I saw, and I conquered.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah.
So I could listen to whatever the fuck I want to listen to because not like that. When I was going over there risking my life, them niggas could have killed me long ago, packed me out, beat me up, whatever. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It was not as much. Like even my niggas wasn't as hands-on as I was for real. Like, on God, I'm serious. So I listen to what I want to because like I said, it don't got nothing to do with me no more because when I was really tripping and it was fuck suckers, I start feeling crazy because some of my niggas was even fucking with the sucker bitches and doing hella shit to where when I finally realized I'm a female, I'm gonna stay in a female's place. Yeah. I was lucky enough to come and be able to put on and prove who I am and how I get down for North, and now I'm done. So if Greedy drop a good song and I like it, I'm about to go listen to it. As long as he not in there blatantly disrespecting my people that, you know, then I don't got no problem with listening to your shit. But I'm not finna be slapping no music talking about killing my uncle. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I can understand that for sure. Yeah. As far as like the music you've dropped recently, you dropped a song called Click Up. Got a song riding with Ty. Like, what's been your mindset with these new songs that you dropped?
Well, Click Up was mainly because I was going through seeing the comments. They thinking that I'm from Sac. They thinking that I'm riding Mozzy too hard. I want to be from Oak Park type shit, you know? When that's not the case. Like, nigga, I'm from North Richmond. Period. 1355 Kelsey Street. I just love Mozzy to death. Like, how could you not love him? He's a genuine person for real. And not like that. He one of the reasons I'm, you know, almost where I'm finna be. So, like, you know, so that's why I said that. Like, you know, I'm not clicking up, nigga. I'm doing business. This is business at this point. It's nothing to do with where who from or none of that. And riding with Ty is just literally like, I'm literally riding with Ty every day. Ty is my blood cousin. Like, so I'm with her every day, all day. That whole song was literally... We was off pills, turned up, riding from Vegas to LA, back to Vegas, just doing hella shit, just making money and shit. And that's why I wrote that song. That was my mindset. My songs really be literally what I'm going through right at that moment. Or if I'm really feeling myself, I sit and think back to some shit and be like, I'm finna put that in a song. Fuck it.
What I was finna ask you, and it's kind of, damn, that shit really just, what's your process like in the studio? Like, are you freestyling, you writing?
Oh.
How you putting this together?
I'm a writer for sure. I have freestyle before. It's not horrible, but it's real. I wouldn't have made it here if I would have been freestyling all this time. I really, I get in the studio. I gotta have me some tequila, some kind of weed, so I could smoke and like just relax. And I get on my notepad. I type A through Z at the top of my notepad. And I hear the beats, whatever the first thing that comes to my mind, I probably like just write that down or whatever word I want to use. I would write down the word. For instance, if I want to say ballin', I would go to rhymezone.com and type in near rhymes with ballin'. And just see what words I could play with and make some shit shake with. And then I just start feeling it and start writing and rapping. And then, you know I'm on a good little path when the engineer and Bristol, when they be like nodding their head and hearing the little shit I say, then that's when I start doing my shit. Yeah. And then I start getting comfortable, take my shoes off, and do my thing. For real.
Nah, I feel that. I just complicated my mind. But another original rapper that's doing this thing right now, Cash Click Wood. He's doing his thing right now.
Yeah, facts. He definitely really going crazy. I think he been doing his thing since the little Cardi B shit had happened with him and shit.
Wait, what?
He said something about he wanted a ratchet bitch like Cardi B in the song, and she responded like, "That's not even funny," something like that.
Do you want to talk about about like the prostitution and like what your life was like at that time?
I'm an open book.
What was your life like at that time?
Horrible. That's why I ain't there no more.
that just like I was seeing you talk about that on Twitter, I guess a little bit. I'm just like, damn, like that's what I was talking to Davo. I was like, damn, like your story is like it's like kind of all over.
Davo hate the fact that I give people ammo on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that shit.
Yeah.
He hate that I do that, but I'm really an open book. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Because I really have this big thing to where, for instance, prostitution. If I would have been out on the blade and like, you know, I am who I am.
Yeah.
Somebody ride by and see me on the blade,
yeah.
they're going to take a picture and they're going to post me and expose me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be irritated, whatever.
Yeah.
So instead of going through that, I take the approach of, if y'all see me on this motherfucking blade selling pussy, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like that. You know, this microphone just put some hair in my face. My tongue. But so pretty much, prostitution was a phase for me. Nothing more, nothing less. It was a phase. I let a nigga sweet talk me. He was in jail. You know, he promised me unicorns and shit. And I got outside and I tried to see what it do because I've always looked into Marilyn Monroe and shit like that, Betty Boop and shit. Like, as a kid, I never understood what was going on, but I knew that these were sexy women with stuff, and it's men in every episode and all the whoop. So what's going on? But, you know, as an adult, I'm like, okay, cool. So I get out there, I'm trying to see what I could do, who I could finesse, how much money can I make, what rollie can I get? I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
I do everything else. I done sold dope. I done did this. I done did that.
Yeah.
Why not sell a little pussy, see if I can make some money?
Yeah.
Sex sells.
It does.
And so I got out there. I tried it because I wanted to see if I could be one of them bitches that come up on the Louis bag with money in it and woo. And it just wasn't like that for me. Like, it was like, I was making money, like, you know, probably like $500 to $600 a night type shit. But then I get in the car, I got 80 on gas. Yeah. I need some weed. Yeah. I need something to eat. Yeah. And I got a son. My phone bill is due all of a sudden. Yeah. Like, rent $1,800. Like, it wasn't working for me. I felt like I was really hoeing backwards. Yeah. Like, I was making money just to survive day to day to day to day. To where I'm like, bruh, I'm not gonna keep doing this. It wasn't working for me. So it really was just a phase. Yeah.
Now, like, looking at yourself, looking at your life, like, seeing, like, all the shit you've been through, like, what do you think it says about you? And, like, how do you feel looking at your journey, looking at your path?
I'm really proud of myself. I wouldn't change anything. I don't feel like it's nobody in this world that could do what I did or go through what I went through and come out like me. So I'm really, really proud of myself because I'm really a strong black woman. And a lot of people think that because I fight, I talk shit, I joke, I play, like, you know, but I'm really very intelligent. I'm educated as fuck. I don't play about God. And I'm really proud of myself because I really don't think I would be how I am right now if I would have never went to jail. And so I'm grateful for my journey. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nope, I don't got no regrets. I was trying to think of something so this don't look made up or nothing, but for I'm really hurt for real. And I really made it through a lot. So, and then it's even something, that's how I got faith in myself too, because people think that I just tell everybody all my business and woo, but like, not like that. Y'all only know like a this. So much stuff in my head to where I be like, fuck it, I'm an open, honest person. I want to tell this story. Yeah. But I know how to check myself. I really done been through some shit to where if I was to say it, they not gonna believe it because they gonna be like, bitch, you lying. You ain't letting nobody do you like that. Yeah. Bitch, you lying. That ain't gonna happen to a bitch like you type shit, you know? So I really go through a lot of shit by myself. I battle my own demons alone. So the shit that I let people see is just little shit that I really couldn't hold in no more. And I know that at least 10 people is going through the same thing. So it's not really like me just putting myself out there. Yeah. It's me just speaking on a general situation. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I ain't changing a thing.
I'm proud of you, too.
Thank you.
I like your story. It's crazy for sure, but it definitely shows. It definitely shows to me your story. When I look at your story, it just shows like real life and like trial and error, and you feel me, experience. Like you've been through a lot of shit, and I feel like even moving forward, it would be like big for you to like do like women empowerment and talk to girls, because I feel like everybody not gonna cut it as real as you when it comes to telling people their life story. Like, and I feel like people should hear that for sure.
Yeah, facts. I want to get into something like that. My biggest thing right now, the only thing that's been holding me back with everything that I want to do is my financial situation. I don't have a stable income right now because, like I said, home was a phase. And I'd be so tempted, but that's not something I want to do. I honestly feel like if I go back to that, something's going to happen to me. I'm going to be one of them girls on the article for real. Because it wasn't for me. God told me that out his mouth. So I can't go back to that. So that's out. Boom. My background, like I have 3 strikes. I'm a real felon. I have 8 felonies.
Yeah.
As soon as you type in my social, the job's closing my application. Smooth the fuck out. Yeah. They have nothing else to say to me.
Yeah.
So rap is all I got. And I'm not one of the lucky girls that dropped a hit song in her kitchen and blew up.
Yeah.
Or a freestyle in her kitchen, in the car, wherever. Yeah. That didn't happen for me. Yeah. I literally have to wake up and make my way to LA or make my way to wherever I gotta go to get this shit set in stone for me. And then I gotta wait for the percentages and the distro kids and all that, because like I'm doing it the real way. Yeah. So I'm not able to do nothing for nobody yet because I don't even have me. Like I'm still trying to get my son and hella shit. So I'm really gonna get into that though. That's my point of saying this. Yeah. I'm gonna get into all of that because I really feel like I'm like Martina Luther King or something. Like I really feel like that's me. I could do that. I could change something. I just don't know where to start. And so I feel like the best place to start is with me and making sure I'm stable and I'm okay. So when I leave these rallies for women empowerment, I don't got to go find a parking lot to sleep in. I could really be going home, you know? So.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you on the right path. You making music. You with the right people. Like, your time is coming. Like,
hell yeah. Davo have me locked in the studio. Like, I feel like Rapunzel for real. I swear to God. No, but yeah, I'm trying. We gonna make something shake.
How has motherhood been for you?
It's the best hood to be from. I swear to God, my son, he really didn't. He changed my life. He done saved a lot of motherfuckers' lives just because he the reason that I ain't really went up in the bitch ass or some shit like that. Like I love my son so much. Motherhood has been trial and error for me too, though, but it's perfect because I had to give my son to my grandmother when I went to jail so she could bring him to visit me. She had to have temporary guardianship. So I had to do that in order for me to see him while I was in custody. But I really only seen him twice when I was in custody. I was in there for 2 years. I really wish that I wouldn't have did it because now I have not been able to get my son back, like, for real, like, you know, like he's mine again. He's still with my grandmother. Yeah. And she kind of got this little, she got attached to him. So it's harder for her to just, let him go. Here go your son type shit. Yeah. So it's trial and error because, like, I be with him sometimes, but then I have days where I don't want to talk to him at all because I want him back completely. My granny not giving me my son. You want him? Take care of him. He yours. And I don't care no more. That's how I feel sometimes. Yeah. But then sometimes I be like, the fuck, that's my son. Like, I almost died having him. Yeah. That's my baby. I want him. So it's like a bittersweet situation. But I love motherhood and I love my baby. Yeah. He my best friend. He don't treat me like I've been in jail and I left him or anything. Yeah. Every time I see him, you got a friend where like y'all don't talk for months. Yeah. And as soon as y'all talk, it's like y'all was talking yesterday. Yeah. That's him. That's my baby. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going crazy because I'm getting my baby back if I don't do nothing else. Nah,
you gonna get him back. And, I love that that he's like that with you, and that I don't know that just warms my heart for real. Right?
Yeah, facts.
Do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
I believe in ghosts. I don't really believe in aliens. I feel like men are aliens.
Why is that?
Cause they just different. Every man I meet is like different, but like never a good different. It's just always some bullshit going on, some off the wall, crazy ass shit. And when you think of an alien, what you think of? off the wall, crazy ass shit. That's really why I feel like that. But I definitely believe in ghosts. I really wish that I could talk to ghosts for real.
Why is that?
Because I got a lot of ghosts that I need to talk to. One of them, my baby daddy.
Yeah.
Ghosts need to be able to spend money and all types of shit. I really believe in ghosts.
Nah, that's funny. If you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
I think, my answer always have been a lion. Because, it's a lion, like, you know. But I really think that, I would say a chameleon. Right now, at this point in my life, I would be a chameleon.
Why is that?
Is that considered an animal?
Yeah, for sure.
Cause chameleons, they like blend in and adapt to their environment, and that's what I do as a human. So like to do that as an animal, fuck it, why not? I already was doing it as a human.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much that's how I feel right now at this moment. It'll probably change next time we talk.
What is your ideal date?
My ideal date? I was just talking about this. My ideal date is see me on the weekends. Sunday, give me some money. And we don't talk until the next weekend.
Yeah. Don't talk until the next weekend.
Yeah, that's my ideal date. Nah, but I'm really a lover girl. My ideal date is the regular shit you see on movies. Like, come pick me up, act like we just going somewhere regular, but you really got like the whole shit laid out for me type shit. Like, I go anywhere on a date. We could take me anywhere. We could do anything. I just want you to put some thought into what we doing and how we doing it. Like, from beginning to end, that's how I want my date. That's my ideal date. You got to really have just put thought into every part of what we do.
Do you think a lot of guys do that now? Or do you think it's like a small amount of guys that are putting effort into dates?
I think it's a small amount. I really wanted to say something nice and good, but no, it's a small amount. And I really feel like it's mainly coming from the internet. Like, everybody is trying to base their relationship off memes and shit. So nothing is really shaking no more. Like, people not doing shit no more because it ain't no meme that say, pick me up and take me out to dinner and do this and do this. They all say, just fuck me, nigga, and woo, woo, woo. Like, so...
No, I will say this: the whole like what's tricking and what's not tricking, that's kind of like fucked off. Like, just simply going on a regular dinner date. Like, that's some regular shit.
Now that's tricking, but that's really not, just,
to me. That's not tricking. If we going out to eat and I'm interested, that's not tricking.
That's us spending time.
Yeah.
And me being a gentleman. Well, you know, if I was a man, that's what that is. But see, that's what I'm saying. Young Miami and JT out of pocket. They got everybody out here thinking that niggas is supposed to be doing this. They just fucking it up.
Yeah.
And now look at them with Uzi and Diddy.
Yeah,
and we all out here. Like, that's fucked up, bruh.
Cuffed up.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny though, because I'm like, damn. And to me, I will say this: that like, it's a new era of female rap. Now it's more about like, niggas was a long time was rapping about getting out of a bitch. Now it's females rapping about getting out of a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just like it's both sides of the spectrum. Now nobody's trying to like get it taken advantage of. And
exactly.
Shit.
You know, it's crazy. That's really what it is.
Everybody protected.
So now that's like them. We gonna both be out at dinner because you think that you're supposed to get it out of me. I think I'm supposed to get it out of you. So now when the bill comes, we just gonna sit here like this. That's fucked up. That's stupid.
That is fucked up. I'll ask you this. Do you feel that a guy should pay for everything, or do you feel like it should be 50-50? Do you feel like maybe he pay for the first 3 dates, you pay for the fourth? Like,
are you saying for like as far as the date goes?
Yeah.
I feel like the man is supposed to, I feel like he should have his mindset on paying for everything. Just because I feel like that's what, like, you know, taking charge comes with. But I honestly, because I'm a drunk, so if we go on a date, in my mind, I'm paying for all the drinks and you pay for the food, because I know that I'm going to be doing more drinking than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna go in here with intentions, knowing I'm finna drink 10 drinks.
Yeah.
and then want you to pay for the whole thing, that's
Yeah.
kind of inconsiderate, especially if y'all just dating.
Yeah.
Now, husband and wife, that's completely different. Like,
Yeah.
that's when you start, this time you, next time me, or something like that. But I'm a 50-50 type of person, for real. I don't really be with, I don't like being in the nigga pockets. Because not like that, you're not finna be able to, I gotta eat when you, no. So, so I don't be really in niggas' pockets like that, for real.
Outside of music.
No more.
Oh, no more. At first you were a little bit.
Yeah, a lot has been changing for me, for real. I've been really, like, growing up now that I think about it.
What made you not want to be in niggas' pockets?
Because it come with too much. Because a nigga make, like, they'll make it like it's okay. Like, this just off the love type shit. Ooh, but no. Next week, they come and wanting something in return. Yeah. And it's just too much. Like, I don't want to have to go through all of this for $500, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm not doing that.
Nah, and I will say that too. Like, I'll tell a female, like, look, they'll be like, a girl might be like, okay, well, this nigga, he was doing this and he was doing that. But I'm like, most niggas is not doing all that, not looking for something in return.
Exactly, period. And not like that, even if it's, like, even if it's just something as small as a hug, I don't give a fuck. Like, my biggest pet peeve is for somebody to do something for me and you want something back. Whether it's now, then 10 years from now, whenever. Like, I don't like that. And I don't like saying no. Yeah. So that's another reason I don't want to be in niggas' pockets no more, because I be feeling like, for instance, if you give me $100 and, like, you ask me to do something for you in 6 months, even if I don't want to, I'm still going to feel obligated to do it because you looked out for me, or you gave me what you gave me back then type shit. So I don't even want to have the obligation, nothing no more, because that's how you burn bridges too. Like, me personally, I've burnt some bridges. A motherfucker that did something for me, and then they want something back, and I'm like, no, like, you know, and then they bring that up, and then
I did this for you.
Yeah. So it's like, no.
Don't do shit for people expecting to get something back. Do it because you want to.
Do it out the kindness of your heart. You're gonna be pissed off. Yeah. Seriously.
Outside of music, what do you like to do?
I like to drink.
What do you like to drink?
Tequila, Patron. That's my favorite.
Tequila been the wave. I ain't gonna lie.
I fuck with tequila for real. I really like to drink. It just make me feel good. I'm working on that though. But other than that, I like to what do I like to do? I like to watch TikToks. I binge watch shows on TV. I like to eat like hella snacks and stuff.
Like what? Like chips?
No, like on TikTok they got like little 60-second food meals and shit like that. I like to cook and do little shit like that. On my pastime, I like to do stuff that wives do. Yeah. I'm just not a wife.
Do you want to get married?
I do. Not right now though.
But one day.
Yeah.
I can respect that for sure. What's something that most people don't know about you?
Most people don't know that I'm like a real firm believer in God. Like I have read the Bible. I read the Bible often. They don't believe that, and they don't know that I'm scared of lotion.
Scared of lotion? Mm-hmm. Why are you scared of lotion?
It's really not like lotion itself. It's, you know how when like you go to somebody's house and they got lotions, and it'd be like all that crusty dirt and all that nasty shit at the tip.
Yeah, how do you talk about?
I don't like that at all. I don't like skinny soap in the shower, melted to the shower. Yeah. I don't like stuff like that.
Nah, that's not that. You're right. That's just not cool.
But that shit really like make me cry. Like, please don't do that. Don't invite me to your house with shit like that around. I don't like that. And then if I gotta take a shower and this crusty shampoo and all that shit.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
That
You're right
shit
about
really
that for sure.
Scare me. I can't do it. But a lot of people don't know that. Like, bitches really have did. Here, bitch, you can use some of this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You like can't even do it.
Ooh. That shit is like Freddy Krueger to a 5-year-old to me. Yeah. I can't take it.
All right. That's definitely I was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. What would you say are some of your goals for the rest of the year?
Well, shit, it's only 5 months left in this year, huh? So my goals right now for the rest of this year is to drop this album. Drop that album locked in and then start building my platform. get my son back. And yes, that's the order. I got to build my platform and then get my son back because I need to take to the judge something that I have going for myself, you know? So build my platform, get my son back. And I want to try to find me a stable income outside of music because it's not a stable income for me right now. So yeah, that's my goals for this year is to try to find like a stable income because I know I can't work. I probably can, but you're not finna pull up to McDonald's and see me in the drive-thru. So that's my goals for this year.
Nah, I like that. I wanted to ask you, is there anything that, you know, Mozzy has shared with you or anything you've learned from him that you can apply to yourself or some advice or anything?
Yep, fuck suckers. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna lie. To be honest with you, every time me and Mozzy are together, we literally doing something. Video shoot, performance, whatever. So we never really like sit back and have like conversations like that. Yeah. But what I will say is I watch all his interviews and I pretty much just apply what he put in his interviews to my life, and shit been going like this for me since I've been doing that on God. So I just take that as him telling me how to move and what to do and how to maneuver, you know. And he a real street nigga. So for him to be a real street nigga to be to where he at right now, I'm taking that advice. I don't give a fuck. So,
no, for sure. He definitely made his way to the mountaintop, for sure.
No, for real. Because I remember him with the long red T-shirt in front of the bridge rapping and shit. So I really be amazed to see that growth. So when I be watching his interviews, I be taking that, what is it, with a grain of salt? Is that how it goes?
Taking it with a grain of salt,
Yeah, I be taking it like that. But yeah, we don't really have personal conversations like that unless he see me like, am I on the album, blood? You working, you doing your music? Make sure you on your shit, you know? Oh, yeah. And I be trying not to be groupied out. So that's really why we don't have conversations. Because if I could sit and stand next to Mozzy the whole time and walk around with him when we be where we be and just talk. I would do that, but I can't. We haven't had the opportunity yet. So
it will come though.
Yeah, it definitely is gonna come. Facts.
What I was gonna say. Advice for up and coming artists. Do you have any?
Yes. It don't come overnight, but you cannot stop. Like, if you really, really want it, if this is your passion, you cannot stop. That's it. If you're just doing it for clout or whatever, you gotta just keep up with the wave. That's it. Keep up with the wave and you're going to do your thing. But if this is your passion for real, you just can't quit. Because if you quit, you might have won the next day. So that's my best advice.
That's real shit for sure. Is there anything that you want to address before you leave?
Anything I want to address before I leave? Yes, my social media posts. I know that I post a lot of depressing things, sad things, or even sometimes off the wall ass crazy shit, you know. That's really who I am as a person. However, you really have to get to know me to know me. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not crazy, and I'm not suicidal. And, you know, just keep supporting me, and I appreciate y'all.
No, straight up. I like that you shared that because somebody actually told me that one time. I was going through like a real tough time. Someone was like, basically like my big brother passed away. And somebody had hit me up. They was like, are you suicidal? And I was like, bro, I'm not. Just because I'm venting about what I'm going through doesn't mean that I'm about to harm myself.
Yeah, facts.
And I think, but I like that you shared that though, because, you know, it is some people that are going through that, you feel me, might be really feeling like that, but like, people have to know how to differentiate between those type of people.
Facts, definitely.
Straight up.
And I have sympathy for the people that are actually really fighting those feelings and thoughts because I'm human. It crosses my mind, but on some real ass shit, I'm not finna sit here and
straight up.
Like I can't do that. That's just crazy to me. But I know it's people that are willing to go through and do it. Yeah. And you know, my best advice is like, we need you.
Yeah, keep fighting.
We need you. Yeah. You're here for a reason. Yeah. And not like that. Me believing in God so much, I feel like if you are still alive to even feel what you're feeling, there's a reason for that. You just got to wait. Like, you know.
How did you become so religious?
I grew up in the church actually, and then I used to read the Bible a lot as a kid. And psalms, it's psalms, but I thought it was psalms. So I used to read it a lot, and I used to like it. I don't know, it was just interesting to me. And as I got older, I kind of like got away from church. And then when I went to jail, of course, you know, the Bible was one of the best books in there. So I'm reading it, but it was crazy. It scared me because everything I was reading was what I was going through and what I needed to hear. So I started looking around and shit like who put this book in my door? And so I really started feeling like it was a time where I had trial because this girl said I hit her with a hammer and I really didn't. And my mom is the one who hit her. And they had me in jail. So when I had trial, they was trying to give me hella time. I think they offered me like 10 years and I was really a juvenile. They was trying to charge me as an adult and hella shit. And it was the day before sentencing where my attorney, he was like, it's not looking good because they brought up another case now and woo, 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 woo. And I went to my room and I tell you, I broke down, cried. I prayed and I said, God, I really just need you to give me a chance so I could show you everything that I read in the Bible. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And when I went, the judge was talking to me, he looked at me, he was not fucking with me, right? And then he looked down, he was like, you know what, Kamaya? I'm going to send you to a group home. I want to give you a chance. Out of nowhere. And it scared me because it was over for me, like, you know? And then he just gave me a chance. Like, I really feel like God was like, that's not what I asked you to do, Judge. This is what I asked you to do. And then I went to a group home and I was good. Like, I didn't go back to jail or nothing after that. Like, I was cool. I went back as an adult, but still. But yeah, that's why I function heavy with God in the Bible like that for real.
Nah, I like that. I can rock with that, and I think that's good. I think that's really good. For my final question, I want to ask you, what advice would you give to the younger you? Like if you was able to go into a room and talk to your old self for about 5 minutes, like what would you say?
If all else fails, pussy is not the only thing that sells. That's what I would tell.
That's what you would tell yourself?
Yes, because that really was something. That's something that I said I have no regrets, but that's something like I wish that I could have kind of like, maybe now. Because, you know, that really follows me now. Like every boy that deals with me, in the back of their mind, I used to be a hoe. And it's just like, you know, I really don't feel like I'm going to ever find love because that's in everybody's brain. So I wouldn't want no other female to grow up and expose herself to that and then stop and then want to find love and it's going to be hard. I don't want them to have to go through that. So that's really my advice. I'm not being funny or nothing. Don't do it.
I mean, I feel like I believe you will find love, but I can also understand where you're coming from and how niggas can be feeling some type of way. But I mean, that's your life story. Like, if they got to be able to accept it. It's like you accept it. You really?
Yeah, facts.
Can you give your social media so the people know where to follow you at?
Oh, yes. My social Action Pack Barbie, ActionPackBarbie. That's me.
Nah, straight up. This was a dope interview. I appreciate you coming up here today.
Thank you. Yes, I had a good time. I'm sad it's over.
Dope interview on the way. Y'all make sure to follow her. Check out her music. Check out her ciphers. The Barbie, Richmond, North Richmond in the building. I appreciate you.
The Barbie with a D.
Straight up.